Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
If you're just joining us, we were if you're just joining us, we had an anti-Semitic counter up because we were watching the Australian buyback press conference. That's all. We were just seeing how many times they said it, not how many times Arya was being anti-Semitic. Look at her. Always laying in her bed being anti-Semitic. I don't know what to do with this freaking cat. All right. Science, smoke 'em if you got 'em.
Dropped a new update on Comet 3, I/Atlas today, and honestly, the thing that everyone's been waiting for still hasn't happened yet. Look, this interstellar comet should be winding down by now. It already made its closest pass by the sun. It's moving farther away. The heat is dropping off. Every textbook we have says the show should basically be over at this point. But here's what today's update actually says. The same thing the last few updates have been saying. 3I/Atlas is still active. Before we continue, if this has your attention, you can subscribe, turn on notifications, and hit like anytime. And for the best
That's smart to
viewing,
do for videos.
switch to full screen and enjoy what's coming next. If you've been keeping up with this story and you don't want to miss what happens next, especially if this thing just refuses to shut down, stick around because what NASA quietly recorded today makes it crystal clear we're not in some boring fade-out phase. We're still watching this object do work. So let me walk you through what today's check-in actually showed.
Please do.
The first thing the teams look at is pretty straightforward. How bright is it right now? There's a standard pattern for comets heading away from the sun. As they move outward, their brightness follows this pretty smooth decline. You can basically plot it as a curve. Every new measurement should fall a little bit lower on that line.
There it is.
That's just how it works when things cool down and activity drops off. Today's measurements didn't do that. When they plotted the latest brightness readings against what the models predicted, the real data from 3I/Atlas sat stubbornly above the curve. It's not some crazy spike or giant flare. It's just consistently brighter than what a calm, cooling comet should look like right now. And this isn't just one weird night of observations. The last several days have been trending the same way. Today's log entry is basically the point where they stop calling it a fluke and start recognizing it as an actual pattern. But brightness by itself can be tricky to interpret. It doesn't always tell you the full story. So the next question becomes, what does the coma around this thing actually look like? When they stacked and enhanced the images from today, the inner region around the nucleus didn't look like some tired, leftover cloud of dust slowly dissipating into space. It looks organized. Right near the core, there's still this tight, bright inner coma. It's sharper than you'd expect to see this far out from the sun.
We get it! Subscribe! Jesus!
And wrapped around it is this faint shell that wasn't visible in the image stacks from just a few days ago. That new shell lines up perfectly with a recent pulse of increased brightness, which means some fresh burst of gas and dust has happened since the last time someone confidently said everything should be calming down now. When you look farther out, the main tail still has a defined spine running through it. There's this narrow bright lane going down the middle instead of the uniform.
Do you think this is an AI voice, Republitarian? I never even thought of that.
Fuzzy smear you'd expect if the jets had mostly shut off and the dust was just coasting along on momentum.
Maybe I should make myself AI.
That spine is telling you something really simple.
Or am I already?
There's still a focused stream of material being actively fed into that direction. Something on the nucleus is still blowing outward with force. Then you've got the rotation to consider. Every time they observe this comet, they measure how its brightness changes over the course of hours as it spins. That gives you this kind of heartbeat pattern. You see peaks when the most active regions are facing the sun and dips when those regions rotate away from view. A few days ago, that heartbeat was already acting strange.
I'm almost done watching this video because of that.
It was slightly irregular, with hints that more than one vent or active area was involved in creating the pattern. When they took today's brightness measurements and tried to match them up with last week's rotation period, the heartbeat didn't land where it was supposed to. The main peak is now arriving a little bit earlier in each rotation cycle. And there's this secondary bump that used to be small and kind of fuzzy, but now it's sharpened into a cleaner, more repeatable peak of its own. To make the pattern actually line up properly, they had to adjust the rotation period again. They shaved a bit more time off the cycle. What that means is the comet has spun up slightly more since the last log entry, and at least 2 separate active regions are now contributing strongly and consistently to what we're seeing. That's not what a relaxing, dying coma is supposed to look like. That's what a system that's still actively rearranging itself looks like. Now add in the part that NASA really cares about when it comes to tracking where this thing is actually going. The non-gravitational acceleration. After every batch of position measurements
Illy Dumber Sedan says, breaking news, you mean there's stuff in space we don't understand?
comes in, they rerun the calculations for the orbit.
How
If
is any of this
were
stuff
finally
work?
settling down like it's supposed to, the tiny rocket-like push from its jets should be getting weaker. The path it's taking through space.
There was this girl that I knew that shared a song with me. I don't think that I remember the title or who it's by, but the ending line is amazing how it is to be anything at all. And yeah.
Should start looking more and more like pure gravity acting on a quiet, inert rock. In today's update, that's not what the numbers are saying. The extra acceleration from the outgassing is still there. The strength of that push hasn't dropped the way the simple models predicted it would. The direction has shifted a tiny bit, but the acceleration itself is still clearly required.
If it happens again, we're going to just go chat with the chat. That's 5 times they told me to subscribe in freaking 6 minutes.
To make the math
That's
work.
bad content.
If they try to remove it and pretend the comet is just a dead rock following gravity, the predicted positions completely miss where they actually detect it. The only way to make the calculations match reality is to admit what the images and light curves are already screaming at us. 3i/Atlas is still pushing on itself, so let's line all of this up in one place. The brightness is too high for what should be a quiet phase. There's a new inner shell in the coma from a recent burst of activity. The tail has a spine that says fresh material is still being actively fed into it. The rotation pattern is still shifting around, with multiple vents clearly active. And there's a non-gravitational shove from outgassing that just refuses to die down. That's what still active actually means in today's log entry. So what's really happening inside this thing? The most likely explanation is that we're still watching the heat from its close pass by the sun work its way deeper into the interior. The surface layers already went through their chaotic phase. They flared up, they cracked open, and they spewed out all the easy-to-release ices that were sitting right near the surface.
Sounds like me
But
on a
here's the
hangover.
thing about 3i/Atlas. This is an interstellar object. Its interior isn't uniform like comets we're used to studying. It hasn't been gently cycled by the sun over and over again for thousands of years like the comets from our own solar system. Instead, it's layered with ancient ices and dust that got packed into fractures and pockets who knows how long ago
I knew it was
in some
ISIS,
other star
Brad.
system entirely. As that heat wave from the sun's close approach creeps deeper into the nucleus, it finds those buried pockets at different times, in different places. When the heat finally hits one of them and crosses the right temperature threshold, that pocket doesn't care that 3i/Atlas is now farther from the sun than it was weeks ago. All it knows is that its local environment just crossed a critical point where the ice can suddenly turn to gas. So it vents. Each time that happens,
I'm out. I'm out. 6 times in 6. Sorry, Aria. Sorry, Aria. Sorry, Aria. Sorry, Aria. Elite Number Sedan says subscribe button incoming. Yeah, and we're out. We're done. We're done. Watch 3i/Atlas on your own. We're gonna open some Christmas crackers. Ooh, this one doesn't even move. What is this gonna be? What is this gonna be? Wheel of Fate? You mean Wheel of Truth? Come on, Andy. I know we haven't used the wheel since we built it, but okay. Let's open up one of these and we'll get into the Wheel of Truth, okay? Here we go. What we got here? The last 2 times, we got a magic trick, which, I mean, oh my god, I'm gonna sit around for hours and do this. I wish this thing was a big thing of cocaine. We would have figured this out in 5 minutes. We got a bottle cap opener, and now let's see here. We got something that just says, all right. Is this a crown? Are you kidding me? I mean, like, we're not gonna put this on? Are you kidding me? We're not gonna put this on? Ladies. And it came with a note. What do snowmen eat for lunch? Iceburgers. Iceburgers is the joke. What do snowmen eat for lunch? Iceburgers. I think best thing in the crackers so far. Easily the best thing in the crackers so far. Okay, let's go to the Wheel of Truth. Here we are at the Wheel of Truth, everybody. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna spin this thing, and whatever it lands on, we're gonna go to their Twitter page, and we're gonna watch the top video that's on their Twitter page. Let's go. Matt Walsh. Oh, Nick Fuentes was close. We've never played any Nick Fuentes on the stream at all. All right, let's see here. Matt. I don't even know if I follow this guy. Matt Walsh. I guess I should follow him. Sure, why not? There's a follow.
Told you the Indians were peaceful.
Okay, let's see.
Go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Sharon here says King Rotella. That's right. That's right. Top video coming soon. A new series revealing the truth behind some of the most mischaracterized, misunderstood, and misrepresented events in history. Let's give it a try. What do we got?
They told you America invented slavery. They told you the Indians were peaceful. They told you colonialism was evil and that Joseph McCarthy was a bad guy. And guess what? They lied. For half a century, generations of American school children have been taught to hate our history, hate our country, and hate themselves. It's time to set the record straight. And since no one else is going to do it, I will. Who sold us the slaves? What were India and Africa like before Europeans arrived? What caused white flight? Some of the most well-known stories from American history are designed to demoralize you. Trail of Tears, smallpox blanket myth, the Red Scare. It's all baseless. It's time for a lesson on what they're not teaching in public schools, on the real history of slavery, of colonialism, of the Indians, of America, and the world. It's time for Real History with Matt Walsh.
Oh, I bet it's behind a paywall. If that's not behind a paywall, we're in. What do you think, Dome? We're in if that's not behind a paywall? Mr. Joe says, what is a woman? Things that aren't talking to me right now. Come on. Come on, Arya. Come on. You want me to put the crown back on? You can be the princess, I can be the king. Arya's the only lady I need in my life. Andy says, Ken Burns is a cuck's cuck. Should I know that name? That name sounds very familiar, but I don't. A face does not pop in my head. Mr. Joe says, that's the guy. What is a woman? He asked all the Dems and trannies for a while there. That is correct. That is correct. Ricky, what's up, Ricky? Ricky says, I like this kind of stuff. Ballyho, everyone. Well, thanks, Ricky. Ballyho, Ricky. Nice to see you. Give us some feedback, Ricky. What parts of the dome do you like? I'd love to pick your brain. Anyone's brain, actually. We got some time. What are some parts of the dome you like? Let us know. Ely Dimmer Sharon's here, says Ronnie is almost home. Perfect. We'll keep talking until Ronnie gets set up. Ronnie wants to do a Dome After Dark tonight, everybody. If you want to hang out with Ronnie in the world-famous Dome chat, I encourage you to. Okay, so Elite Domer Sedan says Ken Burns is known for really good documentaries. That must be where I know him. I love documentaries. Elite Domer M. Wiles says, just wait until he reads or spells, Ricky, says M. Wiles. Ricky has been around for a while. Ricky's a back row domer. He pops in and says hi every now and then. Just wait till he reads or spells, Ricky. Thank you, M. Wiles. I read your chats all the time, and I do pretty well. Just some of those words I don't know. Elite Domer the Republitarian says the back row smoking section is what you're like, Ballyho Republitarian. A number says I like the Dome refreshments personally. Well, thank you. We're actually getting an upgrade this year. Every seat now comes with a crock pot. You're welcome. Ricky says, hiya, Mr. Rotella. I like the spontaneousness and the unexpected interaction. Thanks, Ricky. Now, that's good feedback, Dome. That's good feedback. Ballyho, Ricky, I appreciate that. Everything we do here is spontaneous. Like, there's the prep I do is watch news during the day and react to what we watch. Andy says Ken Burns is known for well-produced documentaries with an anti-American agenda. Sounds like a jerk. Elite Domer Brad says he likes lives. I agree, Brad. We can try to do more lives in the future. The other night, well, it wouldn't have been live. It would have been taped to live. Sharon sir had the idea of watching the what was that ceremony that they did on CBS that Trump hosted? The Kennedy Awards? Oh my God, Outlaw Dogs. But we can't play something like that. It's got to be on the interwebs for us to play. Elite M. Wiles says it's spontaneous when/if the stream starts. That's why I'm here, says M. Wiles. Yeah, dude. That's not annoying at all, is it? Elite Brad says you're always live, Mr. Rotella. Look at this great picture from Outlaw Dog she put on Twitter. Thank you, Outlaw Dogs. Ballyho looks good. Looks good. That's why you guys pay me the big bucks right there. Brad says, you are always live, Mr. Rotella, and so are we. That I know of. I'm not 100% sure that the chat isn't a simulation. A number says, Annie knows what's up. Dare someone to watch the Devon Stacks Ken Burns special. I have no idea what that is at all. The Kennedy Center honors would have been awesome to watch. We gotta be close to the Met Gala again, aren't we? Davos, I know, comes up. I know Davos is in January. If the Charlie Kirk assassination trial is televised or streamed, is that something, if Mr. Rotella could work it out somehow, is that something you would want to watch live as it happens? Akami Crusher says, the birds aren't real, man. They're government drones. Pfft. Old news, Kami Crusher. We all know. Kami Crusher putting ones in the chat. I'm assuming that's for the streaming of the Charlie Kirk trial. I can't guarantee, but oh my God, would you look at how cute would you look at how cute that cat cam fits right there? Oh my goodness gracious. We love her. We love her. Only if you read trial docs, says M. Wiles. Oh yeah, that's gonna go over well. You sound like Aram, Kami Crusher. Kami Crusher says, I want to see that fucker fry. Birds aren't real. We've never done a date night about that. Really excited for tomorrow and our first ever public domain theater. That's going to be very interesting. I mean, we've completely ripped off Mystery Science Theater 3000 with what we do here watching politics. Why wouldn't we do it to old movies also? I mean, why wouldn't we? I think that has the potential to be a recurring segment on Saturday nights. We've left Saturday nights open for a reason for a long time now. Oh my God, I think it's been years that we've had Saturday nights off. I think that could become a thing. Oh, Met Gala is in May? Oh my God, that's forever. That's forever until we can look at pretty dresses. Gilly Dumber Comic Crusher says, I want to see Santa conquer the moon. Or conquer Mars. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, me too. I think it will be fun. Get your popcorn. Dome. Get your popcorn. Get your pets. Get your popcorn. Get your pets. Get your sweetheart. Should we do another Christmas cracker? Ballyho Silver Wizard. Akami Crusher says, I really hope there's some cheesy one-liners. Well, I mean, I'll do my best. Read the jokes for the first two? Are there jokes in every one? Oh shit, there's something else? Oh. And there's I got a double crown. Oh my God. Sorry. Oh, I gypped you. I gypped you. Okay, here we go. We got another crown in that one. Why is getting harder to buy? Why is it getting harder to buy advent calendars? Why is it getting harder to buy advent calendars? It's because their days are numbered. That's precise comic timing right there, Dome. It doesn't get any better than that. We also got a ring game. Oh my God, if I open this up, it'll be under the couch in moments because of Arya. Like how am I supposed to toss that? How am I supposed to toss those rings? Are you kidding me? And look at the back. The kid looks like a giant. Cheers number. Cheers. Mr. Joe says I can toss that ring. Coming back. We back. Hi. I think, no. We were there, now we're not. Hi. I think we're here. Okay, hi. Goodness gracious. Well, that's good. Number, thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, the green screen and all of that stuff evolved with the stream. I mean, go back in our archives. The stream used to look horrible. I mean, I don't know how people stuck around for this long, honestly. The people like Sharon's here that have been here like from the beginning. I don't know how the hell Sharon's here decided to stick around. The stream used to look horrible. Elite Domer Ronnie says it's because we love you. Ronnie's been around since the crappy OBS days, the crappy looking stream days. Yeah. Oh my God. Akami says, what Ronnie's... Thanks, guys. Merry Christmas. Thank you guys so much for being inside the dome, actually. We'll get a little mushy tomorrow. I'm at least planning on getting a little mushy tomorrow. Valley Ho to the back row, domers. I gotta remember to say that when we're welcoming people to the dome. I gotta remember to say that at the beginning. And everybody say Valley Ho to the back row, domers. New Year's resolution. Elite Domer Dustin having a great time. Valley Ho, guys. All right, let's do Ronnie. Ronnie, are you setting up your stream, my man? Ronnie doing an impromptu Dome After Dark tonight, everybody. No shades to hide the tears, says Brad. Well, maybe the shades will come out tomorrow. Let's do one more. Let's do one more Christmas cracker. We got more than enough for tomorrow, and we're open the last one. We got like 1, 2, 3, 6, 6 left. We're due 5 tomorrow during Christmas Eve, and we're open the last one together on Christmas morning. Yeah, we'll be live for like an hour or something on Christmas morning, just hanging out if you want to join us. We'll decide on the time tomorrow night. Illy Dumber Knife says, I stick around in hopes that Mr. Rotella acknowledges me in the chat. My day is coming, says Knife. Oh, yeah. I never say hi to you, Knife. Ballyho Knife. Long-time Domer as well, everybody. All right, here we go. It's a keychain for me to dox myself. There's a line for my name, my address, my city, and my country. Great, so more people can knock on my door. I've been hoping for that. And another crown. Aria. Sorry. She's like just staring at me. Put it on the cat. Brad, did you see that? That's a stream of consciousness. Ricky says it's a luggage tag. All right, here we go. We're gonna David Letterman the joke here. Why do Dasher and Prancer love coffee? Because they're Santa's Starbucks. Oh dear God. Let's try to read that better now that I know the punchline. Why do Dasher and Prancer love coffee? Because they're Santa's Starbucks. It's all in the cadence. Because they're Santa's Starbucks. All the crowns. I got all the crowns. You would think that they would have a tiara. That would look great on Aria. Elite Number Outlaw Dog says the ads are better than that joke. Right? All right, great. Look at that. Let's set this up. Ronnie getting some last minute hours in, everybody. We're gonna have great hours to end the year here inside Rotella Streams, my friends. New Year's Eve, we start streaming at 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. Make sure you're here. We'll be live in New York City, 6 p.m. New Year's Eve. Mark your calendars, cancel your dates, or bring your dates over, cancel your parties. Don't go to the party, stay home with us. You don't even really like those people, do you? Stay home with us. All right, where's the dome going to be next? Dome After Dark, everybody, hosted by Ronnie. We're going to like that right now. Bam. You've read the domers in the chat. Now hear the domers on the mic. Eventually, I'll get that. The ad reads are better than that joke. Agreed. Some of the ad reads aren't that bad. Elite Domer Sharon's here says party in the dome. A dome tradition. I'm pretty sure this is 5-6 years of it. Damn. Damn. Elite Number Sharon's here says we're going to party like it's 2025. Let's go to the den, shall we? Tomorrow night, public domain theater for the first time. Follow me. Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. Elite Domer Brad says, my 50th year almost at an end. Mr. Rotella's birthday also. January. Who knows Mr. Rotella's birthday? Get it inside the chat. Let's see. Let's see. Mr. Rotella's birthday, right around the corner. Ricky says, last year we were celebrating our election triumph, and what a night that was. That was a great time. Elite Number Outlaw Dog says, I didn't see you again. Elite Number Knife says, January 6th. That is correct. I identify my birthday as January 6th. My actual birthday is January 7th, but I identify as January 6th. Great job, Knife. Valley Hope. Elite Domer Sharon here says January 7th, observed on the 6th. I like that. That's funny. All right, let's get the hell out of here. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Really looking forward to tomorrow. We will also be live Christmas morning if anyone wants to hang out with us. Have a couple cups of coffee, listen to some Christmas music, blah blah blah. We'll decide what time we'll go live Christmas morning. Cool. My friends, if you had a great time tonight, my name is Mr. Rotella. We are live every Monday through Friday at 7 o'clock Eastern for all your misinformation needs. Make sure to hit that Rumble like button. Make sure to hit that Rumble follow button. And until tomorrow night, Valley Hope. My friends, if you do want to join Ronnie and the world-famous Dome chat and you're on your television screen, make sure to hit that join button. It's somewhere on your screen. If you're on your desktop or your phone, you're being sent to the Dome tunnels right now. Valley Hope. Everybody does have a price. We're selling the coffee again. I already closed out the music window here. Let's just play this. Let's just play this in the background. Still haven't tried 1775 coffee. Now's your shot. The 1775 starter kit just dropped only 1,000 units. You're getting the bold, dark roast that hits hard, the smooth, medium roast, and the Vitality Mushroom coffee for clean energy and laser focus with no crash. All single origin, small batch, toxin-free, mold-free, plus you're also getting a gold spoon clip. Why? Because freedom isn't scooped with plastic. It's scooped with what you just put Coke on the night before. A frother strong enough to stir up your coffee and your mother-in-law's opinions, and a black 1775 tumbler. $170 worth of coffee and gear, yours for $99. This is for the ones who's been watching 1775 blow up on Rumble, wondering if it's actually worth it. Spoiler, it is. Go to 7075coffee.com/studio and grab your starter kit before they are gone. Bold beans, clean fuel, and a morning routine that stands for something just like Rumble does. Valley ho, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow.